Today, I would like to talk about faith. Faith is a noise muffler. In Mark 5, we read, "And behold, one of the rulers of the synagogue came, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet and begged him earnestly, saying, 'My little daughter lies at the point of death. Come and lay your hands on her, that she may be healed, and she will live.' While Jesus was still speaking, some came from the ruler of the synagogue's household, who said, 'Your daughter is dead. Why trouble the teacher any further?' As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said to the ruler of the synagogue, 'Do not be afraid, only believe.' When Jesus came in, he said to those that were in the house, 'Why make this commotion and weep? The child is not dead, but sleeping.' And they ridiculed him. Then Jesus took the child by the hand and said to her, 'Talitha, cumi,' which translated means, 'Little girl, I say to you, arise.' And immediately the girl arose and walked, for she was 12 years of age. And they were overcome with great amazement." For Jairus and his wife, it was their daughter's life that was at stake. What is it for you today? How are you going to respond to what you hear and what you see? Are you going to rely on your senses or trust God's promise by faith? In the book of Hebrews, we read that those that come to God must believe that He exists and that He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. In 2 Corinthians 5:7, we read that we live by faith, not by sight. Well, me personally, I believe that the word sight on the verse above means a whole lot more than simply the things that come through our natural eyes. Faith supersedes all our feelings. You may very well be going through some situation or season in your life right now where your eyes, your ears, and everything else is trying to convince you of one thing. But by faith that God gives you, you are believing and assured of what God has for you, and that challenges all your senses. In Romans chapter 12, verse 3 and 6, talks about the measure of faith that God gives us, and we have. That's what makes all the difference. How did Jairus reacted when he was told that his daughter was dead and also not to bother Jesus anymore? Well, apparently, and we don't know for sure, he was quiet. Maybe, I'm guessing, he looked at Jesus to see what Jesus would say and do. How did Jesus react? The text reads, "Do not be afraid, only believe," Jesus said. Another translation says that Jesus didn't pay any attention to what they said. Well, how will you react in moments like this in your own life? Will you react like everybody did, meaning believing that the girl was dead, or like Jairus and in faith believe Jesus and what he had already said? There are many passages in the Bible and events that show us that faith muffles all the noises around us and help us to focus steadfastly on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith. And may God give you the measure of faith that you need to believe in what He says and not to believe in all the noises of all sorts around you. May your faith be a suppressor of noises to encourage you to continue firm in your walk with Jesus. May God richly bless you. Go and make disciples of all nations.
Join us on our mission to bring Jesus to people and people to Jesus.
To learn more, please visit our website at itinerantchurch.org.